What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Brothers in the Academy. I'm your host, Andrew.
I'm co-host Will, and today we're going to be talking about a little topic called mentorship in today's episode. So something interesting, if you didn't know, just for some context, the word mentor actually comes from the character Mentor in Homer's Odyssey, and it stems from when Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, he goes out to fight in the Trojan War. He asks his trusted friend Mentor to advise and teach his son Telemachus. It's kind of an interesting point that not a lot of people know about when it comes to Homer stories.
So because of that little story, the term mentor actually came to refer to someone who is a guide or educator, and a mentoring relationship is now seen as a relationship between a teacher and a student. So mentoring relationships emphasize helping the individual grow and accomplish goals and include several approaches to doing so. A mentoring experience may provide professional or career development support, role modeling, and a psychosocial support.
So we just want to talk about how in our lives, a mentor has helped us grow as people or has helped us develop skills and set us on a path for success in the things that we want to pursue. So Andrew, who was your mentor?
Well, for me, it was always my dad because, on the basketball court, he was always my coach. He was always in my corner, and he always aided me in ways like that. He taught me how to be a better person on and off the court, and for those reasons, he was my mentor.
So was he did he play basketball, or was he how did he influence you in that way? How did he make you want to play?
Well, he played CYO when he was a kid, but he was never really a basketball star,
Right.
But he had passion for the game and he passed that on to me, and that's kind of how I became to love basketball and stuff like that.
So how did he specifically help you? What challenges did he help you overcome specifically?
Well, for one, when I first started playing basketball, I really sucked at shooting the ball. I would just push the ball with two hands, and I really didn't know how to shoot. And that was after my third grade basketball season. I was worried that I was even going to make the club team next year.
Yeah.
So my dad, he helped me with my shot. He taught me the balance, elbows, eyes, follow through. All the important shots of shooting.
Sure.
And he just had me form shoot really close and work on my jump shot all summer. And by the time fourth grade rolled around, I was the best shooter in the 518, honestly. I really was. And he had really helped me so much. And I made the team with flying colors. It was a really cool experience.
So, is there anything that he said that, maybe he informed you in a certain way that, how did he what plan did he give you to help you stand out as a player?
So he just kind of, helped me stay disciplined and work every day towards what my goal was. So I worked on the fundamentals. I worked on the shooting. I was never really an athletically gifted kid, so he knew that I had to hone down on my skills if I really wanted to be a good basketball player. And he informed me that if I wanted to stand out, I would have to perfect those fundamental aspects of my game, especially my jump shot.
Yeah. So you say that he was your influence. Is he still you still play basketball, right?
Oh yeah.
And so is he still there with you even today? And he's that influence for you on the sidelines? Is it still that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. He's still my basketball coach up to this day.
Okay.
But over my career as a basketball player, I always progressed under his guidance. So
right.
my jump shot kept improving year after year. By the fifth grade, I was actually the second best shooter in the state for free throws.
Dang.
I made this
That's
this free throw contest. I won the sectional, regional, at 5 different rounds until I played at West Point in the state championship. And I didn't play my best in the state championship. I went 20 of 25, which is my worst overall.
Okay.
But that's still pretty good for a fifth grader.
Oh, you're fifth grade.
Fifth grade, 20 of 25. But that was my worst round. I was hitting 24 or 25 in the other ones. But anyways, I got second in the state.
Wow.
But I still shoot the ball at a 95% clip. So it's definitely something my dad has helped me with.
That's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so how many years has it been that you've been playing alongside your dad?
I would say 9 years, yeah. Because
9 years.
I started in third grade.
Okay.
Now I'm about to start my senior year under him. And he's really helped me in just numerous ways. I mean, on my current team, it's been the same team since third grade. My dad's coached me all the way. I've had several 20-point games. I had a couple 30-point games. I've taken over games. And this past year, I even won a championship with my dad, which was a really special experience to share with him because we worked towards it for so long with that team. So
Right.
that was really cool.
All right. So like as far as like a mentor goes though, so like how do you think your dad fits into that sphere of a mentor? Like that general definition that you could have.
Well, yeah, obviously he like shaped me into the player I am today, but he also is like really big off the court and off the court / on the court. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But like when I would always check in the games, he would be like, be more aggressive, take more shots, go here, go there, etc. And he was always just like telling me how I could be a better player. And I was like a sponge, just trying to absorb things from him.
Yeah.
So he would just kind of give me the advice. I would be looking for advice. I would take it from him, and I would get better in every aspect of my life. So it was really big for me. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, he helped me in other ways. Like I became far more confident under his guidance, him always being my coach in my corner.
Sure.
So like if I get pushed around, some coaches would be like, come on, come over here. He would tell me, don't let yourself get pushed around, stand up for yourself. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to be your dad ahead of your coach, and I'm going to make you a better man. So
that's really good. That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, my dad was definitely my mentor. Will, what was your mentor? Is it also your dad for you? I know you and your dad like to work with cars a lot, but like, who's your mentor, your main mentor?
So my mentor is a little bit different from yours.
Really?
So I was in this program called The Edge, which is for boys looking on life after college, and it's to have career guidance and stuff like that. And he's a family friend of mine, and he really was important in teaching me initiative and social skills and like that importance in the college and job market. So as I said, I'm part of the Edge Mentorship Program, and I've been since freshman year. So I've been doing this for a while. But how I got into it was my uncle linked me up with one of the heads of the program, which was my mentor. His name is Joe Billmeyer, and it was a really good program according to him. It's boys only. It was for college prep, like I said. It's in Massachusetts. And the program primarily focused on developing the carries you out of high school. So things like, practicing like job interviews, like writing resumes, even like things like stand-up presentations in front of people, doing research. It was all really good because I didn't have a lot of core development in middle school for that. And I got kind of like a different perspective on how to do different things, and it was kind of like a little bit ahead of where I was supposed to be because a lot of people generally don't like focus on doing resumes and stuff until they're like late in high school or in college, but I started that freshman year, and I think it really helped because I was able to develop like how I wanted other people to see me and how I wanted to market myself. So the program taught me skills like I said, presenting in front of a group, how to conduct yourself in a resume, write a resume, and using goals as a way to get things done. And the goals part is really big because, say marketability college and the workplace was the main goal of this program. And it was really great to be able to talk to other people older than me about my goals for the month. So we would have like a monthly goal system where we would have a monthly meeting and, you talk about how things were going, and then you would have goals that you would want. So say maybe I wanted to get on 100 on my midterms. So that would be a goal that I would have. And they would give me advice on how to reach that. But the best part about that was because it was so great to talk to other people older than me about them. And if I felt short, I had advice to help me improve, which is really helpful because you can't always do that yourself. And these people were already in my shoes. And I never really got that. Like, I got that from my parents, but I never got it from people other than my parents. And maybe people who like my parents aren't really interested in like science and math, and that wasn't really one of their strong suits in school, but like I got to talk to people who had like, a lot of interest for the things that I want to pursue, and it really helped with like building a close relationship with my mentors. And another great thing about the goals was, if I was to get 100 on my final, but say I got an 85, I was able to think and talk about what went well with my mentor and what didn't, and I was able to learn that lesson. I was able to understand, and because someone else was confirming with what I was already thinking, so maybe I didn't study enough. Maybe my method wasn't working, and I would tell my mentor, like, yeah, that's probably not working for you. I was able to get like a second opinion, which really helped. And so I gained a lot of outside perspectives from others who had been in my shoes regarding the high school experience and preparation from college and life beyond education. which is something I don't think I would have gotten from like a school counselor or something, even from my parents, because I know these people are really dedicated, and I was really blessed to be able to be in this type of program because the only guidance I would have had was a school counselor, and I'm not trying to diss, guidance counselors, but their job is to a number of students, but my mentor was just for me.
A lot more specified.
Yeah, it was a lot more specified, and it was nice to be able to have that kind of guidance for life after high school and just learning like habits, like taking initiative, and it was just, it was really helpful for my development in high school. And I think if I didn't have that, I don't think I'd have as strong a handle on like my college applications and stuff that I have now, because I would be really lost without it, because they did a lot of help with that. And even like my freshman, sophomore year, it's kind of early to be talking about college, but they showed like the important things in the process and like how to market yourself. And I think it's really good to teach kids that at an early age. Yeah. And so that's kind of how that I was mentored through that program.
Yeah, that's really cool. And like you talked about like having extra perspectives for going through high school. Like that's really important. Like for me, like, sometimes my parents, they can't help me with calculus. They haven't taken it in 30 years. Yeah. To have someone like know what you're going through, really help you out. That's really cool.
That's something that they do, actually, is a good point you bring up, is that they do it based on like what your selective interests are. So they'll have a mentor that's like kind of interested in the same things that you are, but like they know similar things. So I wouldn't have like, if I was, say that I was doing this and I was trying to like be a college chem major or something, you wouldn't have like an English major or like an English teacher as my mentor, right? It'd be someone who was interested in what I was interested in, and that really helps. I think that really helped a lot, because beyond mentoring, it fosters a good relationship. But like having that close relationship is like really helpful for them to be able to mentor me. So it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah, definitely. And then how do you think like this mentorship program that you're in set you ahead of like all the other students in the application process? I'm saying for like college, because that's where we are right now. You must be way ahead, right?
Yeah. So my applications, I was way ahead in that. I knew about it before most of my peers do, because at school they'll generally tell you about it like junior year, sophomore, junior year. I knew it freshman year. I knew that what needed to be on there. I knew that what things I needed to work on to make my application stand out. I knew that how I was supposed to market myself, and I'm glad that I got that guidance from people who know about that, because my parents didn't use the Common App, but these people know that it's used everywhere, and these people know how to make yourself look good. So I think that that was really important in it, and and I know exactly, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to do some things to stand out. I knew what I needed to work on for like my grades or my SAT. I knew what I needed to do, and I think having that guidance, I was able to be set on the right path for where I am right now, which is applying to colleges.
Yeah, man, that's just a really awesome program. That's cool.
Thank you. So, Andrew, what would you say are some key takeaways from your mentorship experience with your dad when it comes to teaching you how to play basketball and how it impacted your profession?
I would say a couple takeaways from my mentorship with my father was that fathers can really serve as mentors in showing you the skills that you need to make a good life for yourself and put you on a path to success. And then like to sons, fathers are very important because they teach you the skills you need as a growing adult. And then, that's like really important for those. And then also, because my mentor is my father, I have an extra sense of relationship, and like he really cares for me, cares for me. He loves me. And because of that, he wants me to succeed. He wants to help me to succeed. He knows a lot of things about me that can help me succeed. And he's just, for those reasons, he's really good at teaching me the skills I need to be a really good growing adult.
Sure.
So what about you, Will? What are some key takeaways of your mentorship program?
So my takeaways are less personal. They're more of like, more like from a professional standpoint, I think. So like mentors, they're supposed to help mentees reflect and think critically about their goals as well. They also facilitate the mentee's reflection on and the exploration of their interests, abilities, beliefs, ideas, etc. They review their progress towards goals, like my mentor did with mine. And a really important one is challenging mentees' decisions or avoidance of decisions. So that's just really, it helps to have that secondary influence there to push you in places that you need to grow. And another thing for me, really, helping mentees to realize their professional aspirations. You don't always know what you can do until you have someone else who's there to confirm it, right? So those are the things that I took away from my mentorship experience at the Edge.
Well, that was fun. We really hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode of the podcast. It was really cool to talk about the different types of mentors and how they can shape the lives of young men or women. And it was really cool. Well, I'm Andrew.
I'm Will.
And this has been Brothers in the Academy.